Hans Zimmer. Okay, you want the YouTube link? Top of the morning to you, Robert. Here's the YouTube link. Hey, Carolyn. BB, how are you? Petro's here. Sydney. Sydney. Cindy. That's a I don't know why I couldn't say that. Cindy. Sorry. Having a brain conniption there. Hey, Tony. Yeah, I have a special treat today we're going to talk about. Hey, Kirk. Morning. All good. That's what it's there for. Oh, well, you picked a very good place to land. Morning, Thomas. Carol, how are you? Peter's here. And we are back to actually, we just made a new low on the SPY. Yep. Let's see here. Do we have any more reports today? In petroleum status, and that was uneventful. It's like a couple bond auctions. Two of them already passed. 7-year note at 1 o'clock. And some kind of Fed speak after the close, so we don't have to worry about that. And then it's interesting. Surprised they're still pushing out all those reports and Powell speaking tomorrow, even though the market's closed. I mean Friday, not tomorrow, Friday. Yep. Nice, Ralph. That was is that the yeah, the true trend. Yeah, yeah.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome, 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 welcome. Hope everybody's having a nice day. Hopefully, everybody's having a nice week. What a market, huh? Crappy price action. I mean, geez, Louise. Leslie, Steven, Robert, did everything go out, Matt? Can you check? The truth is that it is a light week. A lot of folks are taking holidays and things like that. E-Trade is not paying my dividend, and I have requested they pay, and they have not. How can I get it from them? Carol, I have no idea. I would talk to them.
Professional persistence is probably your best bet.
What'd you say?
Professional persistence is probably your best bet.
What he just said. Anastasia, how are you? Ugh, ugly market. Just ugly, 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 ugly market. And just when, just when I called utilities right, uh, our utility stock is barely doing anything. It's up 71, 48 and a half cents, doing nothing. Frosty Bastard says those two trades you sent out yesterday did great. Then post it here. Post the gains. You forewarned us on Monday. I did. I did forewarn you that it was going to be a very quiet week. It was going to be there's going to be a lot of monkey business and not much else. Um, being a very lazy week. Yeah, I should have taken my own advice and just stayed out of the market for day trades this week, but it is what it is. Maybe we'll get a little gas on the pedal with tomorrow's report coming out and towards the end of the day today. Let me share my screen. Check. Did you guys all get your email? Let's see. Did we get our emails?
The the
Probably
thing
just
went out, so
it did.
Telegram did.
Telegram did. You guys get your emails? Service chat. It's just how to use the software. You get a lot of trading insight. That's right, Bodine. Paul says if cocoa goes up, how does it affect Hershey's? Well, it would put more pressure on the stock. It would be negative for Hershey's. DB Cooper, I like MCK. It was actually one of my stocks from my list from this morning, right here, number 4, right there. My pleasure, Carlos. If it weren't for pit direction. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. That makes me so happy. It makes me so happy that I'm gonna. He just beat me to it. Yeah, it's okay to mention the stock. It's all right. You can mention the stock, Frosty. Wouldn't miss VF. Wow, Dean on the road. GE and XRT. That's nice. Nice, 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 nice. That heist money. Yeah, so a few things I wanted to tell you guys, and I'm not selling anything. I'm just this is just FYI. We not have it. It hasn't happened yet. It's in the process of happening. And usually when things are in the process, they take a lot more time than we like. But being in the process is better than not being in the process. I want to show you guys something. You could see my screen, right, Matt?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Check out these stocks. For example, just to give you a quick look, DraftKings, Alcoa, CCJ, SQM, Roku, Baba, Crocs, Carvana, Dix, Eat, GPS, Hog. Do you guys see this list? This lovely list of stocks? How many stocks are here, Matt?
Like
SEDG, Twilio.
247.
Okay. Okay, you guys do see it. Okay, good. Okay. Do you guys know Lance has an event right now? Is he finishing or is he just starting? Let me see. This is starting really? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. You sure about that? No, it's at 2 p.m. Okay, okay. Okay, 2 p.m. All right. All right, all right. That I don't think they would put an event. I don't think Lance would want to compete against. We don't usually compete against each other. Style, did I bail too early? Did you see it going down? Breaker number 6. I don't know. Helicopter Gal. I don't know what code breaker 63 stock is. If you post it here, I could tell you. Okay. So, no, Graham and I are going live at 1. We're going on together. You're not going to miss anything, Kirk, because I'll be with him. I still like that stock. Still a good stock. We're still in that stock. Okay. So you guys see these stocks. These are pretty cool stocks, right? I have no idea, Robert. I don't know. So these stocks are going to be added to data miner. They're in the process of being added to the data miner. All of these stocks are not in the S&P 500, but these are very hot stocks that we trade, like Gap Store, like Harley Davidson, like JD, like PDD, like Planet Hollywood, like so these stocks are going to be added. Um, okay, Case, we will. But so these stocks, I thought you guys would be more happier than that. So these stocks are going to be added to, um, yeah. Workday, VRSN, Twilio, Team, Spotify. Although Spotify is now, isn't Spotify in the S&P now, Matt? Or was that
Uh,
Uber? I always confuse it.
Uber did go. I don't think
Yeah.
Spot went.
What stealth search? We generate stocks for stealth search from this list, Jen. So this will give us that much more. This will give us that many more stocks. Um, I think those are those ETFs or are those stocks? The Maros and the Bido and the Riots. But we're going to make sure they're in there as well. But keep in mind, there's not a lot of seasonality for those yet. They're not. They haven't been around that many
Aren't
years.
those ADRs?
Yeah, I
No,
think
Mara's
they.
crypto. Those are all crypto. Never mind.
Yeah, those are all cryptos. Yeah. So the next stage is going to be the cryptos. Remember, I said I'm going to do it in stages. I said we have S&P 500 stocks. Now I want to put in non S&P 500 stocks, and this takes priority. I'm not a professional crypto trader. I don't know if you guys thought I was, but I'm not a professional crypto trader. Stocks, that's my thing. But so I already have 50 ETFs. Most of the ETFs are the good ETFs, the ETFs you want to trade. And now I'm going to add these stocks, and after that, we're going to add the cryptos, and then we'll see. But I wanted to tell you that I'm going to be adding all of these stocks. These are all the stocks that that are in the S&P that are not in the S&P 500. No, I think it's a replay DRH. Lance is going live at 3 p.m. Eastern time today. I just verified. He's not live right now, guys. It's just a replay. Okay. Let's focus on this, okay? So, Frank says, I know you usually don't care about earnings, but have you ever done an analysis of when high correlated stocks have similar overnight movement after earnings? Yes, I've done all of that, Frank. It doesn't yield anything good. Uh, all right. So let's go back to what I was talking about. So what are these stocks that we added? This is important for you guys. Why? Because we do seasonality here too. We're going to start trading these stocks because these stocks were off limits because we didn't have the right seasonality. We didn't have seasonality for it. So now we're going to be able to trade not just the 500 S&P stocks, but 200 something other stocks that are not in the S&P that are really good stocks that we trade just as much or more than S&P stocks. These stocks, just to give you, if you're interested, if you're curious about the criteria, the criteria is stock is priced over $20. It has an average volume of 1 million shares a daily or over. It has an ATR of over $1, so there's none of these little baby moves, and that's it, right, Matt? $20, $1 move or over, and
Volume of 1 million or more.
volume million or more, not in the S&P 500 and not over the counter.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. So all of those stocks are in. Now, over time, we're going to have to revisit this, but this could have for about a year or so. There's 50 ETFs, Cyrus, and I handpicked these ETFs based on everything I know and trade and love and know. And I think my experience is good enough for you. There's about 50 ETFs, bond ETF, commodity ETFs, currency ETFs, stock ETFs, all that good stuff. There's no need to put leveraged ETFs. Why? Because a leveraged ETFs mimics a regular ETF. That would be retarded of me to do that. That wouldn't make any sense. It's like turning up the volume on an amplifier. It's not going to make the sound better. It's just going to make it louder. Michael, these will be used for stealth surge. Yeah, anything that goes into data miner is going to be used for Graham's seasonality program, for my stealth search program, all of that stuff. Yes, Paul, that's why I went long utilities yesterday, because I thought that you. So let's go back to that lesson I tried to teach you guys yesterday. Look at utilities today. It's very strong. Matter of fact, utilities is the ta-da, the strongest sector today. This is the reason why Uncle Roger went long this stock yesterday, right here, and made an ass out of himself. I thought utilities were going to break out yesterday. They did, and then they went right back down, and now they're starting to come back up. We need them to go not here. Excuse me, I made an ass out of myself selling them right here. Excuse me, I made a bigger ass out of myself. Doesn't happen often, but it happens sometimes. The last loss before Penn that we took was a month ago. So we took a loss yesterday, we took a loss a month ago, and we're still in this one. And I actually like this one quite a bit. I don't have any problems with it. I just wish I got into it today. So utilities is up, the stock is up. If GDP tomorrow is positive, little Billy will be reinforced that he will be getting that bike this year, and that should be really good for utility stocks because a positive economy means interest rates are going down, and Billy keeps thinking they're going down. We're not going to change his mind. The bond market, remember, what did I tell you guys? Hitting the highs and then hitting the lows. So I assumed if the bond market trajectory's up, which means lower interest rates, utilities will rally. So I missed it by 1 day. Excuse me, mea culpa. What are you going to do? We're still long that trade. So right now we're averaging a loss once a month in the pit. And we've been averaging 1 to 2 trades a day. So you can figure out the numbers there. He hasn't got the bike yet, but he thinks he's going to. We keep telling him he's going to get it at the end of the year, but he keeps thinking that we're fooling him and he's going to get it tomorrow. We'll see, Cyrus. We'll see. So bond markets is up. Yield is lower. Blue chips are up. Obviously, I was wrong by 1 day. What are you going to do? Um, what else? There was a few things I wanted to talk to you guys about. I have an agenda. So the first thing I wanted to talk about data miner. Oh, the second thing I wanted to talk. Oh, really, Paul? That's good. It's pretty damn good. I got to say, 60 wins to 1. Yeah, something like that. Maybe 40 or 40 to 50. But I'll take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. So, what sectors have the most potential for next week? Well, next week, remember, we're getting closer towards earnings, and blue chips and bank stocks are the first. So what I think financials are going to stay strong because they've been really, really strong. So I think the financial sector is going to lead the way into earnings, and I'm anticipating the financial sector to be the strongest sector next week. That's the second thing I wanted to tell you. Third thing I wanted to, number 3, should you be shorting stocks aggressively right now? I got to tell you something. I looked at my list. Let me show you this. Looking at my 90-day low and high list. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, let me show you something. 50-day low, 5 stocks. 20-day raw, 1 stock. Over the counter. We want to be careful with shorts right now. Why? Well, Roger, you said markets are going to cool off. I did, but I never said markets are going to go down. Here's what happens. When markets cool off, they start less volume is coming into the market. When the market's trending, you got more volume coming in. Whenever you have more volume coming in, any stock that's moving down is going to accentuate the move down because there's more volume coming into the market. It's like waves. The waves volume is waves. Waves are bigger, direction both ways. Even if there's 1,000 ships moving that way and 5 ships moving this way, the waves make the move in both directions. The problem here is this. What happens when you have no waves and the market is stuck? It's not moving up and it's not moving down. See, it's just doing this. So in actuality, it's worse now. I mean, look at this 50-day low, 24-week lows, 0, 20-week raw. I mean, we've got crap. So a lot of stocks are looking like this. Let me give you an example where they're just inside. Now, this is going to be a great short, just not today, not tomorrow. Next couple of days maybe when volume picks up again. Same thing with Lulu. Claire says, you talked about Merck this morning. They are filled the gap at turtle pace. How would you set your alert? Claire, if you ask me when I'm done, I'll gladly talk about Merck because I did bring it up and I do want to see how it's doing, just not right now. Yeah, so you see how they're having inside days. Other ones too, like this one, inside days. Does that mean it's turning the corner and it's moving up and all that? No, of course not. It's it hits the low and then it bounces back up. It's just yo-yoing, doing this, yo-yoing, doing this. ELS is a stock that's on my morning list. I love that stock. We were talking about it nonstop. Inside day. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm still bearish, but they're in a pause. They went down, now they're doing this, and then they're going to go down again, but now they're doing this. We care about the now. So if you're looking at shorts and if you want to get some good shorts, you want to look at stocks from my list from the last few days. They're fantastic. Like, let me give you an example. This is my morning list, okay? ELS. Um, this one, see, inside day. No action today. There's no volume. VRSN, same thing. This is going to be a beautiful short. It's going to huff puff, maybe come up here and then come right back down here, but it's not there. Everything is GDP tomorrow. Short week, no volume. Everything is kind of just doing this. One of the reasons why I'm being so inactive today in the room and just kind of just chilling and hanging out, enjoying our profits from the other programs. By the way, I sent an alert today. Matt keeps a score of every trade we put on, except for the pit. I take care of the pit myself. But he tracks every trade for every program that we put on, in all our programs combined. Because we treat all those programs as one program. For you guys, they're separate programs. For me, they're just one program. And since what, December 1st, Matt?
Yep.
Since December 1st, our win rate on all the programs together is 75%, which is fantastic. And our profit factor is 2.02, which is insane. That means on average you're doubling your money with every trade at a 75% win rate. All right, that's pretty good. And that's Stealth, Pattern Trader, all the programs that we have. I think that's pretty damn good. I think that's pretty damn good. Actually, that's the best run we've had since we launched all the programs. So I'm very, 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 very happy about that. Lauren says, love the insight in maximizing timing on taking positions. Helps with the struggle of waiting to get trades on. Glad to hear that. Todd says, which service has the highest win rate? That's a great question. Can you tell us since December? Well, Todd, the trading pit, like 10 times over everything else. But remember, I'm spending 4 or 5 hours every day in that program live. Matt's going to tell you now, out of the numbers I gave you, what the highest one is. That numbers does not include the pit. The pit has a 95% plus win rate.
Since when?
Since December 1st, which of our programs has the highest profit factor and win rate? Or maybe one has the highest win rate. Can you give us can you take a look? He'll tell us. He'll tell us. He's looking at it right now. So, market. Let's look at the SPY. Hey, I remember somebody drew this for you guys about 5-6 days ago. Thank you, Todd. It really is awesome. It really is awesome. If I do say so myself. Dennis, we are no longer doing the rotation. I decided to take matters into my own hand and start using my market timing skills instead of a stupid 2-week random rotation. We took that program, we merged it with Bargain Hunters. So now we do ETFs, not 11 ETFs, but now we do 50 ETFs. And my top stock, it all merged into Bargain Hunters. Those trades have been accounted for. Any trade that was taken out from December 1st has been accounted for. Yeah. So you should have. So let me go back to Dennis. Dennis. So you should now have Bargain Hunter. You should now have Bargain Hunter. Yes, Cyrus. I couldn't agree with you more. You should call. Well, maybe I don't want to get into customer service, but if you had alpha rotation and you didn't exchange it into anything, and you had time left, you should have Bargain Hunter. And that's all I'm going to say. That you deal with customer service. So you guys remember I drew this? When did I draw this, Matt? Do you remember? Does anybody remember when? I don't want to go back to Sky to the Telegram channel and look. Was it Monday or was it last week?
Far as your answer goes, it's kind of a tie between pattern trader, bargain hunter, and true trade. They're all almost similar.
That's what I wanted to hear. Nice. Which says a lot. That's good. That's good. And I always tell folks, bargain hunter,
I mean, stealth search.
stealth surge, pro trader dashboard, stealth surge, and I personally like stealth surge and pattern trader. Those are my Jacqueline says, "Is it's difficult for me to understand how someone can look at this chart and buy puts. Who is doing this? I don't know. I'm not buying puts, selling puts, but not buying puts. I just got done telling you guys how you shouldn't be shorting today. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of shorts. I don't have a lot of shorts on my list today, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so remember when I drew this line? How far did we come off of the low based on my drawing? And no, I didn't draw it today. And if you don't believe me, look at the Telegram channel from a week ago. Oh, Murmis, that's not good. Murmis, you're cheating on me. Yeah, bullish put spreads are great right now, right here. They're fantastic. Matter of fact, I'm going to give one today, probably. Uh, anyways, let's do this. Let's go back here. Oh, you took that IBIO trade. Wow. Matt, would you repost that? That's fantastic, Michael. Yeah, I figured that, Bodine. I don't know. I don't know. This is not a time to buy puts. I agree. I agree. I'm agreeing with everything everybody's saying. So I drew this about a week ago, and look, we hit these two levels down to a tick. And if you think I manipulated it or moved it, this is the first time I've pulled it up since I drew it. And I drew it about 5 days ago. What's the point of, am I showing off my crayon skills? No. My point is these trend lines work. They work really, really well. They really work well. So as you could see, based on our context, where we're positioned right now, and why I choose not to go, why we choose not to go short. Going short right now is probably not a great idea. Not a great idea. Yeah, that is big congrats, Michael. You're making me happy. I was so depressed yesterday. I felt like a loser after that VST trade. Uh, and the two or three emails I got didn't help either. But I feel better now. I feel better now. Okay, so you guys have a really good understanding of our positioning, where we're at right now. I don't remember. Did I draw a QQQ alt? No, I never drew the QQQ, but QQQ is stepping out and coming back in a little bit. I'd be careful with the QQQs right now. As a matter of fact, speaking of the QQQs, if you look at the drill down, the tech sector, QQQs, tech sector, same thing. It's the only thing that's down. Although, remember, I wrote in the Telegram channel earlier, usually when you see, and folks, there's a lesson right now. There's a good lesson here. If you see Dow up 200 points and the NASDAQ down 40, 50 points, whatever it is, you should expect one to pull the other one up or one to pull the other one down. Now, I know that doesn't really give you a lot of like, well, which one? But I don't have the answer for you. Point is, they offset each other. They can create see right now. If QQQs were really rallying and if the Dow were rallying, we wouldn't be doing this. We would be moving directionally. So when you have one offsetting the other, it literally grounds it. I think you guys understand what I mean. I'm not going to explain all that. What happened to my chat? Oh, there it is. Yeah, very, very cool. They can't, yes, Jen, they cancel each other out. Uh, Pink Sparkle says my account is down 5% because of yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was a nasty day. Uh, I think it wasn't. I think it was something I posted. It was a stock that I posted on Telegram. It was one of those stocks that I posted on Telegram. The stock was moving, and I posted it. Moondog. What did Moondog say? Why would Roger inflate his ability by cheating? No, no, I don't. I'm too old to do any of that. Uh, yeah, Bodine says lots of tech stocks had hard pullbacks today, but seems like short-term gyrations, not the beginning of. I agree with you, and what VIX is down confirms it. I'll comment on Arno. I'll comment on. I'll make my comments after I'm done with everything. But I wanted to talk about that. There's a few other things that I wanted to bring up. We're doing good on time right now. Oh yeah. Okay, so the next thing is we talked about whether you should be shorting stocks aggressively. No, not right now. I'm going to give you more examples of debit spreads. And I'm going to show you something that helps Matt and I make money for you guys. Okay, so let me show you guys something. What was that stock for? I'm going to give you this lesson, and this lesson literally is worth its weight in gold. I'm going to use bar chart for this because it's just easy and I have it already up, or I thought I had it up. Here's that damn BST stock. Michael, where did I give that? What didn't I just post it in the Telegram? I just posted it in the Telegram channel, right? Like, hey guys, there's a stock, it's breaking out. Michael will tell you. But I think I just posted it on Telegram, or I said it in the morning video or something. Something like that. But it wasn't a pit trade. Not a pit trade. It had nothing to do with the pit. Okay, so here's what I wanted to show you. And Matt will tell you that these setups work fantastic because we took 3 of them yesterday, I think, or 2 of them yesterday. All right. You guys see the moving average, right? Matt, what was the tickers from yesterday? I want to show them real examples.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you, Andrew, for posting that.
STZ.
STZ. That we took STZ?
Oh, trades we
The
took.
trades that we took and closed out. I want to
Oh,
show them how we picked them.
I'm very sorry. I thought you were talking about the hit list from yesterday.
I think he's in his own world while I'm doing this.
Well, you're not the most specific.
The trades that we took yesterday, based on what I'm about to show them, which I told you I was going to show them today.
WAB.
WAB. Perfect. Perfect. He never stops. No. Okay.
GE.
Well, hold on, one at a time.
Oh, okay.
So you guys see how the stock is moving, right? See how the stock is moving, right? What does it do yesterday? It touches the 8-day EMA. What does Matt and I do? We send a buy alert to you guys. Stock is moving like this, touches the 8-day EMA. We send you guys an alert to get in. What happens next? You make 30%. Give me the other one, Matt.
GE.
The stock is moving up. It touches the 8-day EMA yesterday. What does Roger and Matt do? We send you an alert. What happens today? Baba Booey, you make 35%. What was the other one, Matt?
Uh,
The third one.
We didn't open it yesterday, but it was
I know. It was,
HLT.
I'm not sure if this one fit that. Yes, right here.
Yep.
Stock is doing this. It hits the 8-day EMA right here 2 days ago. And what does Roger and Matt do? We send you an alert. And what happens today? 30% profit. I've shown you three examples of three trades that we've all taken and closed out. Do I need to say anything else or watch? I'm going to get like 30 questions about this. Is there anything that needs to be said here? Forget about the gains, but oh well, now let's not forget about the gains. Let's never forget about the gains. All right, Todd got it. Ron got it. Jim says, "Where did you send the alerts?" To Pattern Trader, to Stealth, and
True
to
trend.
Codebreaker, right?
True trend.
True Trend. True Trend. I just showed you three examples. I'm not showing you hypotheticals. I'm showing you actual trades in three services that Matt and I took that you guys made money on over the last 3 days. And I showed you exactly how we took them. Is there anything else that I need to show before I move on? Then watch the replay, Miley. All right. That's what I like to hear. Good. That's what I want to hear. Yes. Saying bye. All right, Mike. All right. You got me there. You got me there. You got me there. Steven said, why don't you share some in the pit? What makes you think I don't? How many trades do I give you guys in the pit? Jesus. By the way, I do. They're called bonus trades, and I give them to you guys all the time. Those are not a pit trades. None of those trades were in the pit. Oh. Josephine, they haven't been closed out. They've been moved to the pattern trader. We didn't close that program out. Take it easy. Nothing was closed out. Those three trades are open in our members area. They're part of pattern trader now. Nothing's been closed out. Why don't you ask next time before being presumptuous? No, it's a daily chart. This is a daily chart. No, my blood pressure's fine. I'm calm today. I'm really, really calm today. I'm actually really mellow today. Yesterday I was a little edgy. Today I'm good. All I wanted to do was show you three examples of three trades that we closed out that were all based on the same darn thing. They all worked out and they continue to work out. And by the way, every one of my top alpha trades, it's exactly how I pick them. So let's look at VST for a second. There you go, Ralph. Don't give me any ideas. So VST is moving up, and it's almost at the 8-day EMA. Look at that, Matt. What do you know?
Yep.
See you later, Frosty. Have a good one. Watch the replay. All right. So far, we've talked about data miner. We talked about what sector is going to lead next week. We talked about whether you should be shorting stocks right now. And now I'm going to give you my stocks and some examples of debit spreads. Ben J is asking what the customer service phone number is. I have zero idea, even though I broadcast it every time I do a webinar, but Matt can probably find it for you. You can always post your number here privately and we can always pass it on.
I got the number right here.
Thank you. Cyrus and Carol, I'd like to hear some of the issues you guys are having with E-Trade. I know a lot of folks who have accounts with E-Trades, and if I could pass on the info to them, I would really be happy to do that. Also, I am thinking about opening up an IRA account at E-Trade. So if there's something you guys have experienced that's negative, I trust you guys because I've known you guys for years. Please tell me so I can also let Chuck know because Chuck has a lot of money with E-Trade. All right. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Louis. We'll maybe use it all the time. Watch them in our commission. They don't charge, but they do. They say they don't charge, but they do. Yeah, he has a lot of money with them. He does. He's his retirement accounts, and he told us that live. That's how I found out. The commission. Okay, good to know. I think Morgan has an account with E-Trade too. I should let him know. All right, guys, let's talk about stocks for today. I had an account with them 28 years ago, and I don't remember why I stopped, but I stopped for some reason. Okay, let's go through our two screen mode. Let's look through our stocks. So I'm going to give you short stocks. Please be careful and set alerts on these. These are not this. It's not a time. It's not a time to be aggressive to the short side. It's a time to be defensive and kind of look at things. Maybe set alerts over here at the lows, or like what I would do is I would set an alert at yesterday's low, and if it hits that low, and if the market's going down, well, that would be an opportune time to get in. By the way, speaking of the market, we just hit the VWAP a few minutes ago. If we start trading above the VWAP and staying above the VWAP, I'm going to start looking for longs. If we just putz around here and come back down, which I think we're going to do, then I'm not going to do anything and just hold on and be defensive till after tomorrow, or maybe look for some swing trades. Why don't I? I can't believe somebody says, how come I don't give those trades in Trading Pit? Ben J said, I've owned a broker dealer for 35 years. Oh, that's cool. And you still have the time to come here. That's very nice of you, Ben J. Yeah, I've never had any big issues with Thinkorswim. And from what I understand, Schwab is a very reliable. They have
Schwab is fantastic.
What'd you say?
Schwab is fantastic.
Matt loves Schwab. Thank you, Ben J. Okay, so Lulu, I'm not going to give you options for these because I'm not ready to trade any of these. Moondog, I'm going to have a session on that. I don't want to get into it right now. I'm going to have a session on that that will explain all that stuff. I don't anchor the VWAP. It's an anchored VWAP is intraday. You anchor it AVWAP, not the VWAP. So just add an A in front of it. Okay, like this one. Notice Lulu, when we first talked about it, Lulu, it was kind of like up here, I think. But now Lulu's coming to the bottom. If the market starts cooling off right now, Lulu will be a very, very good stock to trade to the short side, or at least begin trading to the short side. So I will give you a trade on that one. The stop would go right here at about, actually a little higher, about 416. Good, Karen, good. We would be looking at puts. We would be looking at, we would go 16 days out right here. We would go to, yeah, now I haven't had any problems with Schwab. They've been very solid. I've always wanted to open an account with Schwab and I never did. And then the merger happened and I was like, hey, I'll just not going to do anything now. Going to hang out here. The problems I've had, big problems, was Interactive Brokers. And I think I've told everyone about that. Like real, like creepy stuff happening. I talked to you guys about it. And you know me, I don't make up stuff. I don't go on tangents. I'm not a conspiracy buff. I don't go into like loopholes. I'm pretty straight up. Like these guys were frauds. So 16 days out, 69 delta, spread is pretty wide, 415. Can't really do much. Let's see if the 23-day is better. Yes, the 23-day is better. Let's go 23 days out to April 19th. We'll go to a 68 delta, and we'll go right here to a 420 put. You can buy the 420 put, and you can offset it with the 380 put, a little offset. No, Bodine, not at all. It was a TradeStation has been fantastic. I've had several accounts with them, including one right now. They're actually very cheap and they're great for futures. Interactive Brokers was recently. It was not back then. It was about a year and a half ago, Bodine. It was right when I told you about the story. It wasn't like a backstory. It was a current story. It was a retirement account, and I needed to get some money, or a business account or retirement account, and I needed to get it was a 6, 7 figure account. And I needed to get a good amount out of it, and it was when we had okay. It was I needed to get money out because I needed to pay that FTC fine. Remember the FTC fine? It was like a year and a half ago. I needed to pay that stupid FT. You know, they still haven't sent out money to clients, by the way. It's been a year and a half and they still haven't sent money to clients. Don't get me started. No, Bodine, it was like a year and a half, maybe 2 years, a year and a half, something like that recently. Yeah, TradeStation is great. So I like this stock. Let's continue. CPRI. Michael Kors, another one. It's the 15-day EMA near the 45 level is good. We would go. There is nothing closer than 23 days out. So April 19th on CPRI is our best bet. We would go with a 98 delta with a 47.50 put. They're not that bad. Everything's great about them except customer service and getting your money out. I had severe problems trying to get money out. It was 25 phone calls from different phone numbers, using secret codes. It was no, not going through that again. Never going through that again. Never, ever. If I can't go there, I'm not going to open an account there. It's an advice one of my friends gave me a long time ago. He passed away, unfortunately. He said, if I can't go there and get my money out in person, I'm not going to open an account there. 175 right there. That's what I love about Fidelity. They have branches everywhere. 0.60. That's where I have the bulk of my money in Fidelity for anybody who cares. There's really nothing here, so I would probably just go with the 0.60. It's the 170 put. TradeStation, they don't have offices, but I've dealt with TradeStation for 30 years. I know TradeStation's great, and I don't have a lot of money with them. It's mostly for futures. My big account is with Fidelity. Fidelity. You know, they're their own market maker. You get the same fills as you get for prime brokerage at JP Morgan there. Right here, 170 put. All right, let's now do the call side.
Maybe that's why they hate active traders.
But I don't think they hate active traders. I think they hate aggressive option traders, sellers, and spread traders. Gotcha, Kane. Interesting. Good perspective. Yeah, that's true too. Schwab bought here. That I've heard that too, DB Cooper. That's how I know they're not doing anything with Thinkorswim. And by the way, they never said they would. We'll see. We'll see how this thing plays out. PayPal. If you look at PayPal, you will see that they're at this level. I want to see them clear this level, so they're not ready just yet. Target. Target is looking fantastic. It was on my list this morning. I think if the report comes out, Target should continue moving higher. They're not above the VWAP, so this is definitely not a day trade right now. But I like Target. Another stock that I would buy for the longer term. Like if you're not market timing, I think it's a great stock. We're going 16 days out. We're going to the 74 delta. Ooh, no. What is this? No spread. How about this? 69 delta. 167.50. Nice tight spread right there. Right there. Yes, Michael, these are longs. I probably should have said it. These are longs. I don't have a lot of longs either. MetLife. So I'm going to give you guys a little heads up right now. When this thing comes to the 8-day EMA, I'm going to buy it. And Matt will say yes too, right, Matt?
Yeah.
When it comes right here, I'm going to buy it.
Blame you.
Yeah. Stop loss, 15-day EMA is just fine. I'll give you the option on this. 16 days out. excuse me, 82 delta, 72 calls. That that's very interesting, Hal. Really, Cyrus. I thought it was Wells Fargo. But you're probably right. I don't know.
Well, Wells Fargo's transferred over how many times?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Wachovia, and before that, I was
You're right. Right. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I believe you. I don't have a strong knowledge of things like that. Again, look at this. Every time it comes to the 8 day, Michael says, when you say you're going to buy Met, do you mean long term? No, no. I mean when it hits the 8 day EMA, I'm going to issue an alert for one of the programs for it, and it'll probably be a 2 3 day trade. I like long term. I like Target a lot, like investment mode. Like I don't care what it costs. Like let's just buy 500 shares today. Let's buy 500 shares on Monday. Let's buy next year. Let's average into it and let's hold it for 20 years and give it to our kids. DE is not on my list right now. I'll take a quick look. It's looking great right now. It's looking fantastic right now. Thumbs up on DE right now. Let's now go back to my list. ECL. 15-day EMA would be your stop right here. 23 days out, April 19th. 98, the options suck here. Forget it. Forget it. Oh, this one I really like a lot. A lot. This is my favorite one right now today. Maybe even for a day trade. I really like this stock a lot. I think it's going to start moving higher. Remember, all of this data with bonds going higher is really good for real estate. The more optimistic Johnny Boy is going to be about his bike, the home builders. So nice flat area here, nice breakout, nice trading range today. Um, stop loss right here, 113.40. Option. I really like this stock a lot. This is more of a momentum stock, not a 2 3 day hold. 16 days to go on expiration. We got a 75 delta, 114 call right here. Right here. 75 delta, 114 call, 16 days till expiration. And oh, that's good. That's good. DY. Dynatrace. Look at this. Stock is looking good. Stop loss right here, 15-day EMA. 85. No, let's do 67 delta, 140 call. All right, Matt, go ahead and do seasonality, but take about 5 minutes. We got a webinar with Graham. Do we have that link?
mm, yep.
Repost that link. MCK was from my list this morning. DB Cooper. That was my morning list right here. Morning list went through this morning. Afternoon list. I have two lists. One is a morning list. And by the way, for anybody who's going to say, how come you don't give us those trades that you gave there? Every one of those trades that was taken was a trade that I told you the stock about here in the VIP room. GE, WAB, and what was the other one, Matt?
Hilton.
And Hilton.
Chelsea.
Every one of those stocks was given to you for free here in the VIP room. And each of them is up over 30% today. So don't say I didn't tell you because I always do. All right, Matt, I'm going to tune out for a few minutes, listen to you do seasonality. Don't take too much because we got to get people for the webinar in, okay?
Yep.
All right.
All right. Seasonality's been pretty I wouldn't say boring, but it's been pretty steady, slow and steady this week. The long side is still in. That's the if you haven't been here, the long side has been dominating the short side, especially with as far as the sectors are concerned, and the short side still has nothing. And 10-day hold has alongside bias for the most part, um, more or less. As far as the number goes, this is the number of stocks with a 70% or higher win rate. It's 326. So we're heating up from yesterday. We had 250-ish yesterday. So even more bullish seasonally. With that many stocks, you're not going to really be able to pick anything out. Um, Actually, it would be better to do this. Tech is the weakest, and tech also is dominating the bottom side of this list. Everything but tech. Make it easier. 300 stocks. On the short side, the number is puny once again. It's 50 stocks. So, again, long side bias. Interesting that the bond showed up on the short side. And for your 10-day hold, we are still looking at about 116. It's not awesome. It's not bad. Again, we want to use more of a 60 though. If we go to 60, you've got more than half the S&P, which is a more fair measure for 10-day hold because there's no edge in the exit. It's just getting out of in 10 days. That is seasonality. Tomorrow is Thursday. Markets close Friday, so I'll have the week ahead tomorrow. That was this week. And I will see you all then. Have a great day. Oh, my camera is off.
Oh, your
Have
camera
a
was
great
off.
day, Annie. Um, I would do so when it is advantageous on the intraday chart, if you're going to take one.
Matt, make sure you post a link to.
Already did.
Oh,
Again.
oh, all right.
Yep.
Thank you guys. We'll
Yep.
see you there soon.
I will see everyone in a little bit.